Hi everyone, so today we're going to look at the start of a new series where we do all sorts of little gift boxes ready for Christmas. So this is a very simple one, and if we undo the fastening here, inside are 3 Ferrero Rocher chocolates, but it also does for the Lindor chocolates as well. I must admit the Lindor are my favourites, especially the white ones. So it has a simple fastening which you can make ribbon, any sort of tie. Okay. So we're going to have a look. This one here is made up of a pretty patterned card. And this one I just picked up out of last year's stash that I hadn't used. Okay, this one I printed off myself, and that's quite pretty. And this one I've done out of plain white card, and I've added panels of pretty Christmas paper. So that's another alternative. So let's have a look at how we start. The first thing we're going to have is a piece of card, which is our main piece for doing our box. Okay, so this one here is 19 centimeters by 19 centimeters. As usual, all the metric will, all the imperial will be up in this top corner here. So 19 by 19. And I'm going to bring my scoreboard in. If I can just slip those out the way and not eat them. So I'm bringing the scoreboard in, and I'm going to score at 4 and 15. It doesn't matter which way round your paper card is, because it's the same measurement both ways. Now it's a bit more complicated. We're going to do 1.5, 3.5, 7.5, 11.5, 15.5, 17.5. Oops. And then we've got these two pieces at the end, which are very small. They're going to be this top piece here that bends up. Okay, so that's all the scoring done. And now I'm going to mark on here where I'm going to cut so that it's easy for you to see. So if I turn it, and these are the wide pieces, right, the 4 and 15 that I did, right, and we're going to take out the top corner, or each corner. So this one, you've got the center, you've got the center here, so that's actually 2 bits we're cutting off. 2 bits, 2 bits, 2 bits. So I'm going to take my scissors, and we're going to take those out, and I'm cutting in the center of my score line. Obviously you don't need to draw in your lines, because you will see a lot clearer. I've had to do that for the camera. If my phone goes, I apologise. But we had a bit of excitement yesterday where an otter came into a neighbour's garden, and I'm trying to see if it'll come back tonight, because that's one of the things I've always wanted to do, is to see an otter in the wild. Okay, right, so we've got all our corners cut. Now we're going to look at these 3 large panels here. Okay, and we're going to cut up the centre of the score line from up here up to this first line. Turn it round. Now, this is the centre panel and we don't want to cut that one, but I want to take just a slither off these two outer panels. Okay, turn it round and take a slither. If you do your main cuts first, you're less likely to cut the wrong thing. So there we go. Right, that's all there is to it. Now, these flaps here, you need to put 2 holes. And the easiest way to do it is now to turn round and little hole punch, and I'm going to put 2 holes in there, and that's going to take my ribbon. Okay, let's fold all of my creases, and that will help it all go together really easily. Okay. So on the 2 outer panels, I'm going to put glue. You can use tape if you wish, but I'm going to put wet glue onto there, onto there. Now at this point you need to decide which is the front of your box. So I'm turning it this way. This is going to be my front, and I'm going to pull up the side panels, pull the back ones towards me, and then lift this and put my forward ones there. Now fold this back so it's out of the way so you can see, and what I like to do is take a couple of clips and put a couple of clips on just while it's drying. The glue I use is a construction glue and it dries very, very quickly. Okay, so there's our box, and if we just test it, three sit very snugly in there. Okay, you can adapt this box for any number of Ferrero Rocher, but I'm going to stick to the 3 today. Okay, that's done there. I need a little bit of ribbon to close my box, so I'm just going to fold that back there. I have some gold ribbon here. So that's ready for that. Take these off and they're well stuck. Okay, that's going to fold in there, and we're going to put our ribbon in one side, round the back, and bring it back to the front and tie a bow. Now, if we take a look at some of the options, this was heavy patterned all over, so I won't bother with panels. This one again, heavy patterned card, so pretty in its own right, but this was done out of ordinary white card. So on this one I've done decorative panels. So these decorative panels are 10 by 3 and the side bits 3 centimetres by 3 centimetres. This is just an optional strip. So I'm going to come back and show you. There you go. I've cut a panel 10 by 3. So I'm going to apply double-sided tape to it because I don't want it to move. And we're going to do a mat around it. Okay, so I always start with the right measurement, 10 by 3 in the middle. Okay. Then I'm going to take my fancy scissors and putting the fancy scissors points along my panel, I'm going to end up with a small mat all the way round, but I haven't had a lot of measuring to do. All I've measured is the centre panel. There we go. Right, so there we have a lovely finish to my panel. If I bring it up to the camera. Okay, now I've already prepared some here, which I've put a green panel around, and I'm going to fix that to the front of the box. Doesn't matter whether you go for double-sided tape to actually fix it on, or if you want a bit more wiggle room, go for your wet glue. So, here we go. That one onto there. Make sure that one's up the right way. One on each end. One onto there, and the last one on the back. Beautiful. Right, so there is our box. In goes our Ferrero Rocher. Yeah. Fold it up, close those down, and I'm going to feed my ribbon through and then back to the front. And tie a nice bow. Bring those down and just snip the ends off. There. So a beautiful box. This one has just got the side panels on and a plain base, patterned all over, printed and patterned all over, and this one with panels on all of the sides. Okay, so I hope you have a go and make yourself a pretty box, and they will fit Ferrero Rocher or Lindor. Okay, have fun. God bless you all.